Hello everyone. In this particular video, we are going to see how to generate good passwords by using Python program. In many websites, we have seen generating OTPs, generating secret keys, generating passwords, and so on. And for some websites, so when we enter password, they'll be saying that this password is compromised. So look into some good passwords. So always it is important to choose better password and use that password for secured websites which has most of our important informations. So we have to understand how a password can be set based on the particular semantics given by the particular website. Say the number of characters should be 8, it should have one caps, one lowercase, one uppercase, one particular special characters and so on. So our OTP or our password or our secret key should be nicely generated. And why can't we can generate a Python app for doing that? We have both Tkinter for user interface, we know how to develop random numbers, then why we have to hesitate? Let us go into our project demo. Yes, this is a password generator in Python which has very simple steps. So here, just for a documentation, I enter the name of me. Yes, the name of the user who is going to generate password, just for documentation purpose and not for any other. And here I have to specify the length. So I assume that I'm specifying the length, say 4. I need a 4-digit password and I click generate password. Yes, it is giving me a label here, say password must be at least 6 characters long for security reasons. So because if the password is very small, then it can easily be cracked. So I need to develop a minimum of 6 character password. Yes, so I give 6 here. So if I click here and click the generate password, yes, fine, I got a very nice password having a lowercase, uppercase, number, and special character. Nice, right? I click it again. Yes, this time I get a different one. I click it again, I get a different one because everything is randomized. Now you have come to know how secret keys or one-time passwords are generated by banking sites, railway sites, and so on. How they are having this many number of keys or passwords. Everything is on top of randomization, right? So randomly, I just click something. That's it. I generate the password, and if I change the number length to 10, then I get a 10-digit password. Surely, which cannot be cracked easily by any different person. If only I have to remember, that's actually the thing. And other than that, it is very easy, and it is not possible for anyone to crack such a password. And other than me or the developer who can, or the password owner, others cannot remember this password. So let us see how the code for this will be there. Yes, I import string, I import random. This random package is actually key for developing this particular package. And as usual, we have the tkinter for developing the user interface. I leverage on button, label, entry, tk, and message box. Right? Hope you know tk is the root. Right? Now, I know that if you see the application, we have the title of the application, say password generator. So I have the password generator as the title, and I also fix the size in dimension, say x cross y. It is going to be 840 comma 500 or 840 comma 500 dimension window, right? Then I go into a resizable, whether it can be resized or not. No, it cannot be resized. So if you see, the maximize button is actually disabled because I cannot resize this window. It is having a fixed dimension. Then I need to click the title. I want to create a label, say password generator in dark magenta foreground, and the background will be in elephant 35 underline. This is a font, right? So I have the password generator in underline fashion, right? Then I come to the empty string. There I have the label. This is an empty label. Now this empty label is created for a reason. You have notified that when I enter something here, say if I enter a name, say with a space, and I click generate password, it is giving me name must be a string. And when you type the number of characters, say is going to be 6, with a name say Raja, and I click something less than 6, say 4, and I click generate a password, I get something password must be at least 6 characters long. So I want to display something which actually shows up some label. So I want empty labels to be kept. And when I click reset, everything is going out. So I want labels to be created. So I have several empty labels being created for a particular reason. The reason will be said to you once we go through those exceptions, right? And here I come, I enter the name of the user. Yes, we have that and the entry for that. And then I have enter the length and the entry for it. And then finally generate password and then entry for it, which will be the answer column. And next I want a button, and that button name is generate a password. And I have a reset button, and that reset button is also calling a function which will reset the entire uh, entries. Then coming into the generate password of function, this will have the list of all the uppercase characters, list of all lowercase characters as a string. Then I have some characters, some special characters which can be used for password. Then I have the numbers. Next, what I actually do, I convert the upper into a list, lower into a list, chars into a list, and numbers into the list. So in that list, I can randomly select anything because random package functions will be used in list only. Next, I create the name. I get the name from the particular entry and I check for the name entries. If the name is actually empty, I say, whoops, name field want to be created, a message box is created. Next, if the name is alpha, it means that it is having only alphabets, then good. If it is not containing only alphabets, then it will return false. At that time, I need to show a message box say, warning, name must be a string. Next, if the name length is actually more, then I should say length must be greater than or equal to 6. And if the length is empty, and this length is actually coming from, I mean, the password length field, right? Next, if the length is empty, also I should say length field cannot be empty. And in this way, I configure everything and I come to the generate password field. In the generate password field, for the upper, I randomly select anything from length 1 to length minus 3. And from lowercase, I randomly generate a particular length, and from characters and also from L. So what is this 3, 2 minus u, 1 minus u minus L, u minus L minus C? Is nothing but the total length is given in, if say it is going to be 6. Then if the number of randomly selected characters from upper is going to be 2, then the number of randomly generated characters from L should be at least 2 only because others need to be generated. Because if I add the total number of randomly generated characters from U, L, C and N, it should add up to correctly 6. So we fix the length accordingly from randomly generated characters. Then I unite everything and then I print that as a password by using the shuffle. And even I shuffle that and say this is going to be the password. I convert that list into a string and insert it into the generate password entry. And I also have a reset button. This reset button will reset all the fields. I have 3 entries and I'll reset everything into an empty string. So this is actually a very simple application that says how we can generate password randomly. And such applications will motivate students to understand how randomization can be used and how simple applications can be developed using Python. And this sample application can also be converted into a desktop app as well as Python package. Right? Hope you have learned and been motivated on doing Python packages. See you in the next video. Thank you.